Hello friends, welcome to KK Codes. Friend, in this video we are going to solve one more coding question, which is pick elements in an array. So when you google it, this pick element, you probably will find a similar question which I am going to solve in this video, but there is a difference. In most of the questions you will find that there will be given an array and you need to find only one pick element, from this given an array. But this question would be slightly different than that one. In this particular video we are going to find not only one pick element, but we are going to print all the pick elements in a particular array. So let's say we have given 2 or 3 elements are there which are pick elements. What are the pick elements we are going to cover next, but I will try to understand the question first of all. So in most of the questions you will find that you need to print only one pick element from the given array, but in this question we are going to print all the pick elements from a given array. So the first question arises is, what is a pick element? So if you google it, you will find different definitions from different popular websites. I have collected all of them, and according to interview beat, an array element is pick if it is not smaller than its neighbor. So let's say we have given an array of size, let's say 3. Okay, and now an array element is pick if it is not smaller than its neighbor. So what are neighbors? So for this array, for this element, the neighbor would be this one. For this element, the neighbor would be this and this one, and for this element the neighbor will be again this one. So the main point here is that the adjacent elements are termed as neighbors in an array. So if it is the middle one, then it would have 2 neighbors. If it is the rightmost and the leftmost element, then it will have only one neighbor. Okay, all right. And now pick if it is not smaller than. So let's again take the same example of 3 size and 3, 4, 9 or something like 0 here. So in this case, an array element is pick if it is not smaller than its neighbors. So for the rightmost, leftmost element, 3 element, that is at 0 index, the neighbor is 4, and the question says that it should not be smaller. So 3 is smaller than 4, right? So this 3 is not a pick element. Now let's move on to our next element, which is 4. So according to the definition, it has 2 neighbors, right? So we need to compare both the neighbors with this element, and again this element should not be smaller. So yes, 4 is not smaller than 3 and 4 is not smaller than 0. So this is our pick element. Now let's move on to our next element, which is at index 2. So the neighbor is only 4, and the question says it should not be smaller than its neighbor. So now this is the condition doesn't satisfy. So this is again not our pick element. So we have find our one pick element, which is 4. So in our question we are going to print those elements which are pick elements. All right. So now let's move on to our geeks for gifts definition. An element is called a pick element if its value is not smaller than the value of its adjacent elements if they exist. So the same definition with one slight change is that if let's say we have only one element 4, then this 4 will ultimately be termed as pick elements as it doesn't have any neighbors. So this is the ultimately a pick element in an array. Now according to LeetCode, a peak element is an element that is strictly greater than its neighbor. So here we have not smaller and here we have strictly greater. So what is the difference between these two? So let's say we have a 3, 3 and 3. This is our array, and according to this LeetCode, the neighbor should be less than, which basically means that this 3 should be greater than this neighbor only then this is a pick element. So in this case 3 is not greater than 3, right? So this will be not as a pick element. Again let's consider this 3. This 3 is again not greater, it is equal but not greater than 3. So this is again not a pick element. For this 3, the neighbor is again at index 1 and it is also not greater than. So this is again not a pick element. But let's say take the same example with this definition of geeks for geeks. An element is called a pick element if its value is not smaller. So for 3, it should not be smaller than this neighbor, right? So yes, it is not smaller, it is equal to its neighbor. So in this case this 3 is a pick element. Now let's move on to our next element, which is 3 at index 1. So we need to consider this 3 and this 3 at 0 index and 2 index. So this is again not greater but it is not also smaller, right? It is equal to its neighbor. So it is again a pick element. So the basic difference is that according to LeetCode it should be greater than its neighbors, and according to Geeks for Geeks it should not be smaller, which basically means it can be equal but it should not smaller than its neighbors. So we will go for Geeks for Geeks and we will solve this problem based on this condition. It should not be smaller. Okay, and we already have seen that for the rightmost element and for the leftmost element we need to consider only one neighbor. All right, now let's take some examples to understand this question, then we will try to solve this. So let's say we have given up an array of size 1. So in this case according to our definition it doesn't have any neighbors, right? So this is ultimately a pick element and our task is to print the pick element. So for this case this 5 will be printed. Now let's take another example with 2 elements or size 2. So in this case this is the leftmost and this is the rightmost, right? So for this leftmost element we need to consider only one neighbor, and for this rightmost element we also need to consider only one neighbor. So let's take this example, this element 10. So according to definition it should not be less than or smaller than its neighbor. So yes, it is not smaller than, it is equal. So in this case this 10 is a pick element. Now what the condition with this one? This 10 is also not smaller than this neighbor, right? So again this 10 is also a pick element. So in this case both the elements will be termed as a pick elements. Now let's take an example of this 4, 5 and 3. So for this 4 at index 0, 1 and 2. So let's first consider the leftmost element, which is 4, and in this case we need to consider only one neighbor, this 5, and according to definition it should not be smaller, but yes this is smaller. So this 4 is not our pick element. Let's move on to next element, which is 5. So this 5 has two neighbors 4 and 3, and yes this 5 is not smaller than 4 and 3. So this is our pick element. Now let's take an example of 3. So 3 is should not be smaller than its neighbor, but yes it is. So the condition doesn't satisfy it and this is not our pick element. So in this case only 5 will be printed as a pick element in this array. Now let's take one more example, this with 4 elements, and now let's consider the first element, which is 5, and it has neighbor of 4 and it is not smaller than its neighbor, right? So this 5 is also our pick element. Move on to our next element, which is 4. So 4 should not be smaller than its neighbor. 4 is smaller than 6 and also smaller than 5. So this is not our pick element. Move on to next one. So this 6 should not be smaller than its neighbor. So yes, 6 is not smaller than 3, not smaller than 4. So this 6 is our pick element. Move on to next element, which is 3. So 3 should not be smaller than than its neighbor. So no, the condition doesn't satisfy, right? Because 3 is smaller than 6. So this is again not our peak element. Now let's move on to our next and last example. We have taken 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The total 6 elements are there, and we have leftmost element as a 1 and rightmost element as 5. So in this case again, this 1 should not be smaller than its neighbor, but this is not the case. So in this case 1 is not a peak element. Now let's move on to our next element, which is 4. So as we can clearly see here that 4 is not smaller than 1 nor 3, right? Which basically means 4 is greater than these neighbors, greater than or should be equal to. So in this case it is greater than its neighbor, right? So this is our peak element. So in this case 4 will be printed. Now let's move on to our next element, which is 3. And according to definition it should not be smaller, but 3 is smaller than 4, right? So this is not our peak element. Move on to next one, 6. So 6 is greater than, or you can say 6 is not smaller than 3, but 6 is smaller than 7, right? So one of the condition doesn't satisfy. It is greater than its left neighbor, but it is less than its right neighbor, right? So this is also not a peak element. Now let's move on to our next element, which is 7. Now 7 is not smaller than 6. Yes, this is true. 7 is also not smaller than 5. Yes, this also became true. So this is our next peak element. Now let's move on to our last rightmost element. This 5 has only one neighbor called 7, and because this 5 is not should not be smaller than, but it is smaller than, so this is again not our peak element. So I hope you understand what are the peak elements, and you can easily find these peak elements. And our task is that you will given an array of size n, and you need to print all the peak elements in this particular given array. Okay, so I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's move on to the solution part. How do we are going to find a solution for this? So there will be some conditions. So the first condition would be that if we will given an array, there should be some elements, right? If there is no element, then which one will be peak element? Because there is no elements, there will be an empty array, let's say of size 0. So there will be no elements, so which basically means in the empty array we cannot find an peak element, right? So the first condition is size of the array should be greater than 0. It should have at least one element. Now this will be our first condition. What will be the second condition? The second condition would be that if the element has only one element, the size of the array is 1, in that condition that element is ultimately the peak element, right? So we will try to find a condition like if size of the array is 1, then ultimately what we need to do? We need to print the element of the array, because ultimately it is going to be termed as a peak element according to our definition, right? Now the next, if the condition is that if we have satisfied the size of the element is 1, then this would be happen. Now what we need to do is, if the elements have more than 1, if the size of the array is more than 1, which basically means it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 6, 7, 8, whatever, which basically means it is greater than 1. So if the size is 1, we clearly need to print that element, because ultimately it is going to be a peak element. If the size of the element is greater than 1, then what we need to do? we need to check the leftmost element, and this leftmost element will have only one neighbor, right? So for this condition it has neighbor 10. For this array, this is the leftmost element and it has neighbor 5. For this array, this is the leftmost element, it has neighbor 4. So we are going to consider the leftmost element first. Now leftmost element will be compared with the neighbor element. So let's say if I, we will taken a variable or called I, and I will be initialized with 0, then what we need to check is if ARR 0, which basically means the leftmost element should not be smaller. We are not going to check the greater, but we are going to check it should not be smaller, right? It should not be smaller than its neighbor. So 0 plus 1, and this condition can also be written as ARR should be greater than or equal to ARR 1. So we need to apply here greater than or equal to. So we will go with this one. It should not be smaller than its neighbor. If this is the condition and this condition does satisfied, in this case we need to print Cout and the element itself, right? Now after considering the leftmost element, we are going to consider the rightmost element. So in this case, this is our rightmost element. In this case, this is our rightmost element. In this array, this 3 is the rightmost element. Again this 3, again this 5. And the neighbor of this is 5, 6, 7 and 10. And now again the same condition. If this one should not be less than or smaller than its neighbor. So of course the last element will have index of, let's say we have the size of 2. So the last index would be 2 minus 1, which is basically 1, right? The size of the array is 2, but as the index starts from 0, so the index of the last element will be size minus 1, right? So in this case the size of the array is 3. So 3 minus 1, 2. In this case the size of the array is 4. So 4 minus 1, 3. So we need to check if I value is equals to size minus 1, which basically means we are going to consider the rightmost element. And what next we need to check? We need to check that if it is not smaller than its neighbor, right? So if it has the value of size minus 1, then what will be the value of this index? Of course size minus 2, right? So we need to check if ARRI, which basically means 3 in this case, should not be smaller than ARRI minus 1. So it has index of 3 and it is going to compare with the previous element, which is its neighbor. So in this case if it is, then we need to print this element. So we have checked two conditions. If the size of the element is greater than 0, which means the array has some elements. The next condition is if the element and the size of the array is only 1, then we are going to print that element as a pick element. If it has more than one element, so we need to consider the leftmost and rightmost elements one by one. And now what we are going to do? We are going to consider the middle elements. For this middle elements, the first condition is that it should have greater than, the size should be greater than 2, right? Only then it can have a middle element which have two neighbors, 4 and 3 in this case. So as we already have checked the size of 1, now we can check for this size should be greater than 2. Now after considering the leftmost and rightmost element, we will come to this middle element. So now what the condition we are going to apply is if ARRI, so the let's say I value is 1, so it should not be less than, ARRI minus 1. So it should not be less than with the previous neighbor, left neighbor. Also ARRI should not be less than ARRI plus 1. So the basic condition is this 5 should not be smaller than this and then this. If this condition satisfies, then we need to print C out ARR value of I, whatever it would be, it is going to print. So I already have written the whole algorithm. Let me explain one more time to you. So the first condition is if the array size is greater than 0, which basically means the array has some elements. Now if the array size equals to 1, return ARR 0. If the array has only one element, return that value as a pick element. Now else, which basically means it is going to have more than one element. It can be 2 or 3 or 4, anything. Now declare a variable called I and initialize with 0. So I will take a variable called I and will initialize with 0. Now while I is less than size, what we are going to do is we are going to access each and every elements one by one. So that's why we have written this while loop. So now I value is less than 5. Let's say our array has 3 elements 0, 1, 2. Now in this case size is 3, right? So the size value is 3 and size I value is less than 3. Yes, it is. Now what we need to do? We need to consider first the leftmost element. So for this is the leftmost element. If I is equals to 0, which means this index, and ARRI should not be less than ARRI plus 1. So this leftmost element should not be less than this neighbor, right? So if this condition satisfies, we need to print ARRI. Now after considering the leftmost element, we need to move further. We are going to move the rightmost element. And what is the size of the rightmost element? Whatever the size of the array will be minus 1. So if in this case the size of the array is 3, and for the rightmost element the index should be 3 minus 1, which is 2, right? So basically we are doing that here. If I is equals to size minus 1, which basically means this is the rightmost element, and this element should not be less than this previous element, basically its neighbor. So if this condition satisfies, again we need to print that element. Now at last we need to consider all the middle elements. So in this case we have 1, 2 and 3 middle elements, right? So in this case this middle element should not be less than this neighbor, left neighbor and right neighbor. And if this condition satisfied, we again need to print this. So this while loop will continue printing like this until I is less than or equals to size. So we will give I plus plus here. Every time the condition check, it is going to again satisfy the condition if I is less than size. So I hope it is clear to you. Now we will move on to our coding part. So how we are going to write the code for it? So I already have written the code here. I have given the main function. In this main function I have applied 3 elements, which is 10, 10, 10, and in this case what the output should be? It should be 10, 10, 10, because each one of them will be considered as a pick element. So I have a function called pick elements to print all the pick elements values. So now the first condition is if size is greater than 0, which basically means array has some elements. Array has some elements. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be anything, which basically means it has some elements. Now If the size of the array is 1, which means array has only one element, array has only one element. In this case, cout arr I basically means arr 0. So, it has only one value, and the ultimately that value will be considered as a pick element. So, I have clearly written cout arr 0. Now, in the else I have applied this while loop. So, in this while loop what I have done is I should be less than size. So, first I will be defined here, I will be considered as 0, and it is going to access all the elements one by one. So, this condition is basically for test checking the first element, this is condition for the last element, and this is the condition for middle elements, all the middle elements. And each time I plus plus will happen, and after completing all the elements, this is going to print all the pick elements one by one. So, as the time complexity of this program would be, as we are going to consider time complexity. So, obviously we are going to trace all the elements one by one. So, the time complexity would be order of n, because we are considering all the elements and compare it with neighbors. So, the time complexity will be order of n, and as we are not using any other space, so the space complexity will be order of 1. We are using some small variables, let us say size, I, something like that. So, in this case space complexity is 0, order of 1. Let us compile and run this program and see the output. If it gives 10, 10, 10, yes, it gives us 10, 10, 10. So, it is working fine. So, I hope you understand the problem. If you still have any confusion, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video.